So to answer this question, allow me to go a little deeper in the timeline. During the first lockdown that was imposed in March 2020 in India, initially the Indians were quite okay about the lockdown. They knew that the lockdown is for their own good and some were even happy that they didn't have to go to the schools or offices. The government also gave them a break from the installments of their loans, rents, etc. I'm a filmmaker, and because the shoots were halted, I had a lot of time at hand till the lockdown got over. I wanted to keep doing something that would have helped boosting the morale of people around me, or at least could help them in keeping the spirits high and negativity at bay. So in collaboration with a friend of mine who lives in Germany, who works in the information technology industry but is also a passionate and excellent storyteller and writer, I started making online content for a Facebook page called Wall Maza, which literally means my wall. It is a team of just two, Tejal and me. We write, act, edit, do the makeup, styling, literally everything that is to be done to create a film content within just the two of us. There are episodes where I alone played 8-9 characters all together, standing and talking next to each other. The idea was to make people laugh on some silly and stupid jokes. We made some spoofs of a few Indian classical films, TV series, and also made a few fake bulletins which were received well by the Facebook audience. Then came a phase where the lockdown started testing people's patience. Lockdown was extended for months altogether. Many beloved public figures lost their lives, businesses getting closed down, jobs lost, fear of increasing cases of COVID-19. Economy was getting, of course, adversely affected in spite of the Indian government trying hard to save its people from the prevailing situation. So, people were naturally very vulnerable about all these things, but many people, those actually were away from the ill effects like financial or medical issues among their friends and families, on the other hand, who were potentially capable of helping others, were also getting so negative that even the smallest trigger would make them uneasy and they would just explode out of proportion. That's when we thought, why not use the same platform this time to make people think and perhaps introspect if their life is really that bad, or are they just getting carried away and overreacting to the situation? Can we make them count their blessings? Thus came the idea of The Brighter Side, the first non-comedy from Wall Maza. There was a lump in the throat moment when I got a call from an unknown person from South India who was planning to end his life and later change his mind after watching the film minutes before taking such drastic step. That's the power of films, the power of stories. That's how fiction can impact real lives. And that's the beauty of cinema. Well, the biggest challenge I faced as a director was that Tejal has no background of filmmaking. She has not even seen a shoot in her life, let alone taking part in any. And thus, she thinks in text and words and not in terms of visuals. So, directing her over a video call for her performance was the biggest challenge. And there was no DOP holding the camera, so getting the technical pointers checked without distracting her from her performance was not all that easy. But I am proud of both of us that we pulled it off somehow and well. The second challenge was to make two people look talking face to face when they were actually 4,000 miles away from each other. Location wise, both the outdoor environment and the indoor architecture in Germany and India are drastically different. And stitching these two topographies together seamlessly was an uphill task. So I got her to shoot her parts first, then I edited her portions, studied her punctuations, and then prepared and shot for my parts so that I could cover up for her lapses if at all there were any. I am quite content with the fact that while COVID-19 claimed millions of lives across the world, our short film, The Brighter Side, could save at least one life. It also saved the potential turmoils that a family could face due to the suicide of the most able person of the family. That is bigger than any award our film could possibly win. So I think we have achieved more than what we could even think of while making it. Now if it reaches more people and leave its impact deeper, that will be a cherry on the cake, and the FFTG award can help in achieving this big time. So hoping to bag something from the FFTG award and let the film reach a wider audience.